Ta-da. Hey, Instagram, it's me, T, from Patterson, second train to Tibet. Yes, I'm not in my regular environment. I'm out. I'm treating myself. It's a Monday. It's a me day. So I'm treating me to some fish. This is my place called Country Club Cafe and Pizza. They're supposed to have the best pizza, but I don't do pizza. I guess I will do it. They say they had the best pizza around, so I will try. Maybe right before I leave. I'm leaving less than a month, so that weekend May that I'm leaving out, I'll come here for some pizza. But right now I'm having some fish. Now, because I got to get my protein up. But now I'm getting to the end of not the end, but I'm getting to a point where my body is really, it's getting a little more flexible. I'm walking straighter, so now I got to start building on the muscle mass. Not right away, but I'm doing that, right? Anyway, this is a me day, like I said. Tomorrow is like a U.S. day. So Wednesday is like a world day. I keep on saying like, but it is. Well, actually, it is like. Thursday, it's audio drama day, which is the best. Friday, it's whatever week wrap up, if you want to call it that way. And then Saturday, whatever comes to my head. Sunday, we read from Tagore. I had an excellent Tagore reading yesterday. Oh man, you missed it. Go back into my thingy and look for the thing that I did yesterday on Tagore. It was really good. Wow, that just was a good thing. So anyway, now I've been thinking, see, because I walked up here. I walk. That's what I do. And so it takes about a half hour to get to where I am. So actually more. It takes about 40 minutes. And I walk other places. Like this morning, I walk to the beach. Every Monday I do the whole sunrise. It's a grand rising report every Monday, right? I'm starting to know what to do now. I'm starting to go on Thursdays also because I like it. I like it a lot. So every Monday and Thursday mornings I'll be doing a grand rising report because I'll be at the beach watching the waves come in, watching the sun come up. That's what it is. Right. But anyway, I was walking up here. And see, when I first came here, I had a big problem with dogs. I don't know why. Dogs not that they don't like me. At first I thought it was just, I'm new, they don't know me, whatever. It was like every dog. So I figured I was giving off this weird vibe, you know what I mean? That the dogs, whatever. Then I learned, just walk slow, carry a stick. That's what I do. like you see Gandhi was carrying a stick all the time. It's for the dogs, right? So anyway, so the dogs, they just bark, they sort of territorial, but they leave me alone. A few dogs get very aggressive, like I threw my shoulder out. Anyway, they get very aggressive, right? But, sometimes I just stop and I look at them. I stare them down, and they get tired of barking. They realize, oh boy, this guy ain't being messed with. I'm going to say I'm a child of a goon. Dogs are my thing, you know what I mean? Even though a goon does eat black dogs. I won't get into that right now. But the point is, I'm at a point now where I've mastered the dogs, The dogs makes you afraid when you start barking. You go like, what's going on? What's going on? It's make you afraid, but you shouldn't have. Like I keep on telling people, you can be afraid, but you shouldn't have fear. It's a delicate line there. You'll figure it out. So anyway, so I'm walking. I'm thinking to myself, and I was thinking of being a child of a goon and going like, well, goons and dogs and go. Usually I have a very good rapport with dogs, even dogs that don't like other people. Several times in my life, it was Schaefer, there was in New York, there was Schaefer, and in Cape Town, what's the dog's name? She passed. Anyway, these dogs, they sort of went to me, but they didn't let other dudes, for some reason like that. So I always had good rapport with dogs. So I don't know what this India dog thing is about for me, but it works out all right. Anyway, I don't know why I go from that tangent, but the thing is, I'm thinking that there's some sort of weird vibe, and I think the more I heal, the more the vibe sort of spreads out, right? So I'm at a point where I'm saying, I'm getting to be in my element. I think my preparation is good because again, the healing that I projected. I started this healing 2 years ago, actually more than 2 years ago. But I started intensive in Auroville last year. Then I came back this year, and other things happened. Whatever. So I'm getting better now. And like for these next 3 weeks or 3 more weeks here, because I've added the sound therapy to it. So I figured I'll be all right. Now I've always done my internal things, my stretching, stuff like that. And I got some other exercises that I'm going to start when I get to the States. When I'm in Virginia, especially, these other exercises that build my muscle mass back up, because I intentionally will get down as low as I could go, so they can get to my muscles and my tendons and like that, you know, and work on that. So now that I figure that's going, and this whole sciatic thing, it started up here and it goes all the way down to my toes, and you can feel it. I can feel it draining out. So I figure in about a week or two, it should be completely drained out. I should be a new person, right? It's not every 120 days you're supposed to get new cells, whatever it is. But the point is, so I should be right on time. Let's put it that way, because on basically May and June, that's building more muscle mass back up. Then July, July, that's food and dava. So I'll be eating a lot, eating healthy, but food and dava. I got work to do in Cape Town, and then I go to Eastern Cape to my people's. My wisdoms, that's my older people, I should say, the deBrother Society for the Aged, I call them the wisdoms, and we do I teach them a little Tai Chi, a little movement like that, and that's always a joy. I like that the best, of all my routines. And then I work with the deBrother Art Society. I'm their senior advisor, whatever that means. You know what senior advisor means? It means you say stuff and they don't listen to you. Why should they? It's like, what do you know? You an old man. Anyway, so that'll happen. And then I'm setting up my schedule, I'm telling you. So basically from this August, September, that's the big thing. I got to get ready. I'm preparing everything to go to Ethiopia. I got to be at this reparations conference. Whatever it takes, I got to be there. I got to be there a little before, a little bit after, because I got to do stuff. And hopefully, I got to write some letters, because I actually have a position when I go to New York. I have a position at the Pacifica radio station in New York, WBI. I'm actually the arts director emeritus. I won't say, hey, you remember me? I'm the arts director. I got documents to prove it. But there's a new regime there, a new station manager, a new program director. Well, anyway, I'm going to talk to them. Well, I got to write them and talk to them, have fun with them, and tell them what's going on. Because there's this other thing that's happened in the Eastern Cape, in a place called Petty, which is not far from deBrother, where I operate out, where the deBrother Art Society is, where I'm a senior advisor to, right? And hopefully I'll be a liaison to that radio station. So this is people, my whole career is just coming, because the deBrother Art Society, because we have a theater there, I get the audio drama going there. With the radio station, I get a place for audio drama to be transmitted, and then I can also maybe teach them a little radio, because let's see what they're receptive to, because I don't force myself on it. At a certain point, you get old enough, you say, because people don't be listening to you, so just leave them alone. Hey, Ian, I'm just setting up my schedule. It's supposed to be me, but I'm setting up my schedule instead of me. Hey, I mentioned the food and dava. I'm waiting for the food and dava. Oh man, I don't have any plans for food and dava. I just want see. Let me tell the people what's happening. Like I said, this is a me day. Let me tell you what happened with food and dava. I just sort of hang out. You know what I mean? I don't know. They let me hang out. Here's my food. Yeah, and I order the other stuff. Ooh, this looks good. I'll order the other stuff in a little while.
Spoons or something like that?
Hey, give me a forky.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. That's one of the people that serve you. This one. Don't worry about that one. Hey, Ian. This is what have I got here? This is Cajun. This is Cajun potato wedges. Cajun spiced Cajun potatoes. Spiced Cajun potatoes. Hey, let the food and dava beat this. Tell the food and dava I gotta. Well, I'm not gonna bring that with me. So let's see what happens with that. So anyway, here's my. Gotta get my fork. Okay. Thank you.
You from United Arab or something?
Excuse me?
You from United Arab? You're from those Arab countries like that?
Am I from where?
Arab countries.
Am I from? Oh, because you're talking about my hat.
Yes.
Oh, well, you know, I got it in St. Louis. I had to go to an affair in St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis in the States. I had to go to an affair, and I had an African outfit, but I had no hat to go with it. So I just went to African store and got it like that. So everybody thinks I'm Muslim. And, you know, wherever I go, people think I'm whatever I'm dressed as, you know.
Yeah.
So I know you think I'm Muslim, so assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, so whatever.
So you're not Muslim.
No, I'm what's called an eclectic pluralist. What that means is that I can go to any religion or any mosque or church or that, and I can hang out, but I can't join.
Yeah.
It's a whole I can't explain, but I can't join. But I respect all
You
religions.
enjoy every God's prayer, but they won't like you won't fall for you.
No, I pray differently.
Every
How do I say it? I'm more of like a Bob Marley prayer. In other words, you give thanks and praises. So when I pray all the time, by just saying, see, for me, prayer is not you're not asking for something. You're thanking. You give thanks and praises. So when something happens, what I do is, and whatever happens, good, bad, or indifferent, I will say either I'll say thank love because love is God. But I say thank love, praise the Lofi. That's a Yoruba thing, but I like the Yoruba culture. So I'll say either I'll say thank God, praise the Lofi, or something happens, or I say thank love, praise the Lofi, and I'm just acknowledging that, like for this food here, so thank God, praise the Lofi, like that. Now I don't need any water. I don't drink water with the food, like that. And then also with the food if the food is really good, or at the end, if I'm at a table and somebody's saying grace, and then they say amen at the end, I say amun, because amun is more it's more African. You see?
It's more African as
Yeah.
well as you pray the Lord.
It's where amen comes from, a thing called amun. But my point is, it's sort of complicated. I don't have time to talk to you right now about it.
Sir.
But
Have a great time.
okay, but I'm a believer, you know.
I'm also, sir. I believe in each and every God.
I'm not a kafir. I'm a believer,
Okay.
and that's what it is.
Thank you.
Okay. Surely, like that. Well, hey, I talked about me, so there it is. I don't have anything else to say. The way, hey, look, I have to accommodate. This is a young guy, you know what I mean? As an elder, oh gosh, I hate when that. No, I don't hate that. As an elder, I'm supposed to show respect and reverence. I'm supposed to take time and be patient and explain. But sometimes I run into knuckleheads that just want to blah 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 blah, or but I still got to be patient. I'm learning as an elder. Oh gosh, this whole thing about being older is like really. There's a young girl looking at me right now. Wherever I go, I attract attention. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. But actually, I'm looking better now. Hey, look, Ian was when I first had Bell's palsy. It just came down my whole face like Quasimodo, you know, Uncle Ruckus. And Ian was like, he took me to his doctor, right? Oh, I got to tell you the story. He took me to this doctor. I was freaking out because I thought I had a stroke or something like that. I was freaking out. Yeah. I went to the doctor. I went into the doctor, and I'm going like, oh, and it was so weird. Not weird. It was really interesting. The doctor just sat back in his chair. And he had a bemused look on his face. And meanwhile, I'm checking that out, but I'm freaking out. Then finally says, oh, it's just Bell's palsy. It's so weird because of the way he said that. It just calmed me down. See, here's the thing. If I think what happens, you have to. If you're with a healer, like the healers I have here, you know, if you have faith in them and they have faith, or if they give love and you give love back, that's part of the healing. Now, if you with somebody getting negative vibes, then you ain't gonna be healed. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm in a very interesting situation because the healer I have, he's a martial artist, but him and his wife works on me. So I have that male-female energy, and she took an interest because she says I look like her father, right? He passed, whatever happened. But so for the Bell's palsy, she started really working on the face, trying to get she's delicate, girl, and she's actually good. So anyway, so all that's done. I talked too long right now. I'll talk to you another time. Well, I'm 3 more weeks in India, I think. Like we'll see what happens. All right, talk to you later. Bye. See you.